journey on a broken piece of glass, on my own in a town that has no soul. Learned how to breathe alone, learned to march up straight, averted my eyes no more, how to face the demons in my soul. You can't show no fear to survive out here. Learn to use my voice to sing up loud enough, maybe loud enough for you to hear me. I know you thought I disappeared. Tell the world I'm still alive. I found a way, yeah, I survived. Tell the world I'm not afraid, for I seen yesterday and I survived.
What's your personal favourite song of yours? Yeah, not that of yours.
Oh, it's so hard. Like, it's so hard because all of my songs, like when I write, I always write as if no one will ever hear it. Because that is, you know, that's why I write music, you know, to figure my own head out and figure out situations and everything. And, you know, sometimes, of course, I sit down and say, I'm gonna write a hit song now. This is gonna be so great and everyone's gonna love it. But those songs never turn out to be good, you know, because then I'm writing for the wrong reason. It's the songs that I sit down and say, okay, I don't care if people are gonna like it, I just need to write this. And those are the songs that I end up using and that I end up loving because that's where my heart is. That's where my, you know, I can connect with people. So all of my songs, you know, represents a part of me and a situation or a period in my life that shaped me in some way. So it's hard to pick one. I love Stuck in My Mind is my favorite song to play, really.
Yes.
Because that song is, I can remember exactly every second I wrote it, and you know.
How? Go on, tell us.
Well, I wrote that song, what was it, 3 weeks after I moved to London.
Yeah.
And I kind of moved to London to, first of all, to dedicate my life to music, but to figure myself out a bit, I guess. And after a couple of weeks, I just felt so lost in the city because it's so easy to get lost here around all the people, and I didn't know anyone. I was all alone, and I wanted to go home, and you know, and still I knew that I have to be here because I want to make music, but I didn't know how to do it, you know. So I spent weeks in my room, and I didn't leave the room, and I just sat there and I tried to figure it out, you know, the whole thing. And it got to a point where I just felt like insane, really.
Yeah.
And you know, because when you're all alone and you don't speak to other people, you get so stuck in your mind, you know. Exactly. And you start to make things up in your mind and you don't really know like what's real, and then you realize that the real world is out there and I'm sitting in here and I don't really know what's going on, you know. So it just wrote itself, really. And yeah, that song is really my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it, Charlotte.
Sorry?
It was a Sunday morning, I called and said we have to talk. I felt this dance getting cold as we walked in the dark. I said I can't live this, I'm free. Too many things I want to be. I need to go after my dream. I'm sorry alone, but I think I have to leave. And I saw it in his eyes when something inside died. I can't be trusted, I always lead. I never fall for a girl like me. I should have told you from the start. My story's doomed to turn out wrong. You stole my power to stay strong, and then I left you with half of me. And now we're living miles apart. I've got something heavy growing in my heart. I left you to be free, but you were the best part of me. Keep going? Okay.
If you are sure about what you want to do, then you have to really dedicate everything you have to it. Because if you go like half-hearted and you might have a day job and you just do it when you have time, you're not gonna get anywhere because you need to spend so many hours to get where you want to go, you know. Because it's so hard to get your music out, really.
Yeah.
So I don't have time to do that.
And what have you done with your music so far?
Well, I released my first EP in May on my own record label. And then I released a charity single in September for a cancer organization in Sweden.
Yeah.
And that song reached number 2 on the Swedish iTunes chart.
Yeah. Which song was that?
I Will Lead You Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that go, just quickly?
When you're out of breath, with nothing left to give. When you're left behind, lying on the ground. You remember it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Yes,
That was.
lovely.
I'm just so proud to be a part of that organization, really, because that organization was really new.
Yeah.
Like the film that my song was synced in.
Yes.
It was the first thing that they really did, and that movie just blew up in Sweden.
Wow.
I think it's 350,000 views now on that movie
Really?
on YouTube. It's
really?
crazy.
That's
really.
absolutely
Yeah,
epic.
it's
Isn't that
crazy.
fantastic?
Yeah, and
And
the
but is
best-
your name really closely linked to that?
Yeah.
So it's great.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
and yeah, I'm just very proud. And then I played my first show in the States in
Did you?
November in New York. That was also
Where did you play in New York?
Rockwood, and then the
Tell the world I'm still alive. I found a way, yeah, I survived. Tell the world I'm not afraid. For I seen yesterday and I survived. Oh, you thought I ran away from my failures from yesterday, that I would crawl back home and confess my weaknesses for you. Oh, I bet you're safe back home where I left you, still observing the life you're serving. But I'm slaving no more, I want this inside war. Tell the world